Hey guys, and welcome to this new video. So in this video we'll make this component and we'll make sure that everything will work fine. Okay, so let's go to our code. This is the code that we talk about, and everything will be inside this. So the first thing we need is this dashboard. Let's make sure of this side. Okay, we make a HG and here name it will at the dashboard, and we need display flex. Display flex, and okay, we'll not use in this way. Okay, so we'll use this type in building our CSS framework. I will do it externally in another course. We make sure to build our framework or using Bootstrap, for example, and it will be easy, and for code it's be readable and we can use it as classes. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and start with this card. We have 6 cards, and every card has an icon and a title and a description. Okay, so we'll go in first and make the contents or cards container. Okay, and inside this card container we make sure that we have a card. The card is every card here. Okay, so and inside this card we need two things. The first thing we need a div that contains the icon, and another that contains the text for example. And inside this we will go and search, for example, for this icon, and inside the text we need a header here. Okay, we'll make a span names number, and another span names label, for example. Make it a span and a label. Okay, so here we need to write a 90 and enrolled course, enrolled course. Okay, and here we need to search for a font awesome like we have done in our project. We will search for a book open, for example, make it free, and we'll get this book. I will get this icon here. Okay, and now we will try to style our CSS. Okay, I will just make it here, and when we end our style we can move it to our CSS folder. Okay, and it will be just fine. Okay, so the first thing we need is to, okay, let's start with styling our dashboard. So why not, or okay, so let's make our h3. Our h3 must be size of 28, font size 28 pixel. Okay, and our card container should be a display flex, and space between or margin top we don't need it, and we need a gap, for example 20px. Okay, and display flex can be a flex wrap. He can move to the new line if no space is enough, is not enough. Okay, so for this card we will, okay, let's remove this gap, and this justify content, make it just like here. And for the cards we go to the card, and for the width we make in first the width is to 100 divided by 3 because we have 3 cards. Okay, and the height will be, okay, let's see the height. Okay, for example the height is 150px, and the background must be a white background. The background color must be white. Okay, and for the icon we'll go now for the icon. The icon must be it will be different color. Okay, so we will go to a card in first and make a border radius 250 px, and the size of our icon is of our div that contains the icon is width 60 px, and the height is similar to 60 px. It must be equal to make a circle with the border radius 50%, not 50 px. I'm sorry. And okay, that's fine. The background for the card is like this, and the width is calc 1000 like this. This must be width 100%. Okay, so if we go there and see what's wrong, there's the card. Okay, we have the width. Not the card, not the card, not the card. This is the card dot div that has class icon. So like that is good. Okay, it is fine now. And let's go and in our container make a margin to 20px, or let's make it in our main. Have already set our main, but we can do a margin to 20px to have a margin in the top, left and bottom and everywhere. Okay, it will be like this, and that's good. Okay, we need a border. The border color is, we can see that the border color is this border color. This is the border color, so we can make sure that our cards have the background and the border 1px solid, and this is the color of our background. Next we can make sure that you have a padding, or in place of padding we can make a display flex with align items center and with a gap of 10px. Okay, it should be like this. And for our icon we can make sure the same. Okay, the first we see the icon size, we have 80, but its real size must be at 25, so we make it 25px and we make a display flex and align items center and justify content center to make the icon inside this circle. Okay, so we'll go here and it will be like this. We will add, okay, let's move on now and see what will be happen. Okay, let's add a padding here, padding of 10px or 20 for example. Let's see how it looks. I think 20 is better. Okay, let's make a 20px. It will be like this. Okay, and now we will make sure that we have this cycle. Okay, so for background color for the card icon, we make a background color to this color. It will be like this, and for the color of the icon it must be, if we move to the top, the color is this. Okay, so we make sure that the color is this, and it will be like this, and like you see it's not the same color for the background. So I will go back to our background and see if you have any opacity or anything. So I will search for the background, for example, the background, and this is the background, real background, for not this. I will remove this, replace this, and it should be like this. Okay, we will have to add a border for 1px and make it solid, and we can make a triple E. Okay, I think now it's good. We make sure that our font size should 22 I think it will be more better. Okay, it is. And next we will go to our card and go to our text, and the first span is the number span, and for we have to class the number span and the label. So we need to change a little bit of anything. So the first thing is the color must be the same, but the font size will be a font size equal to 34px. Okay, and it must be a display block uh, to return to a new line. Okay, the next thing we will go to our enrolled course and our label. It must be font size. I have a font size of 40px and have a margin top for 11. I think that's good. We just make sure that has a display block. I'm sorry guys, this is a display block. That's a display now. Okay, so let's see how it looks now. So for the number, we make sure that we need to add a font width. Maybe it is a 600 or 700. I think 700 will be better. 700. Okay, no, 6. It's enough. Okay, we will add a gap for 20px. We will not use at 10px. At 20px will be better. And for label, it should be a pair better. So for that, we need a font width to 500. Okay, and make sure that everything looks good. So we'll go to our span and see the size that they have already set. So for the font width, it's made for 500. It's good. A display block and a font size of 40, a line height for 24. That doesn't matter a lot. Okay, and I think the color is different. The color is a little bit different. Okay, so this is the color for this span. So we make sure that the color is this. And now it should be appear like this. I will just make the margin top just for 8 and it should be like this. It is now good. Okay, so now before moving to anything, we will copy this card and paste it 6 times more to have 6 cards here. Okay, so the first thing that we see that the display flex is not work properly. If I remove the display wrap, it not work properly. So what's wrong here? Okay, we'll go to the card container and see that if something is right, false. Okay, so I will copy this and I will go to the card container that I have wrote not good. It was wrong and it will be like the first thing that we see that we don't have any padding here or any gap or anything between them. Okay, so what we can do is, for example, we can get here and make a justify content and make the space between. Okay, and for the card width, so we need for example a 20px here and 20px here of margin. So we need to, for all this 100, we will minus 40px that we need to include in our margin between them and divide with 3 and it should be like this. Okay, now it is better, and here we can make a margin button of 20px and it will be good. Okay, so we'll just add a border radius to 5px and it is now more similar. Okay, so we can now copy our titles and everything. The last thing we need is to add this hover. So for the hover, we will search something there. Okay, so for the hover it is this. I will go to our card. I will go there and afford our card. If we have a hover in our card, the, what will change is the label, and his color will be set to blue, and it should be like this. You see now. Not I'm sorry, this is not our code. So if I do refresh, it is now good. Okay, so the last thing I need to add, the last thing I need is to make a cursor pointer in our card. Cursor pointer, and it should be appear like this. Okay, so now we can recopy our titles and everything, and the next one, the second one will be active course, complete course, complete set course. We have total students, yes, we need to remove this course, and total course, total courses, and the last one will be the total earning. Yes, we will change this to something so 01, or let's make it just small. Okay, we can change it later, and 0, 0, 0 and 25. This will be a 0, 21, 0, and this to 0, and it will be like this. The only thing that we need is the colors will be different. Okay, and the icon will also be different. So this is inside our icon. We have the color and the background. Okay, so we will set this color and the background in everyone. And the first thing before doing that, we will go and search for video, for example, to get similar icon. Some icon that feel good. Okay, for example, let's get this. This is for the second. Completed. Let's search for a check mark that you have a circle. Okay, it is this. The next thing we need is students. We can search for users. Okay, we can get this and replace this. The next thing we need a computer or a chat, for example. Okay, something like this. And the last thing will be a total earning, and that we need a dollar icon. Okay, let's make this. Now we can see that the icon are changed, but we need to change also the color. So for that we get all those colors. Okay, so this will be the color. We'll go to our class icon and make that and make the color for this, and the background will be this. Background color will be set to this, and here we go. It is fine now. Okay, and we make this same thing in everyone, and every icon with a different color. We make sure to add this to the first one and remove the default value or we can have the default value. It's not a big problem. We just make this to this. Okay, and now for the green, we go to the green, have this color. This is our color and this is our background. Return, this is our background. Okay, I need to remove this hashtag and this hashtag. And now for the students, this is the color that we need. And this is the background. Okay. Next, we are there. We can get this color and this background. And the last one now with this color and this background. Now you can see that this is our results and it looks similar. Okay, we can just add for this border. Let's try with 2px. No, it's not looks good. Okay, just like this. For the height, we have to make it a little bit smaller. And for the label, let's make it as 60px. And for this, let's make it not the icon but the number, a 36 or a 38. I think now that's enough and that's good enough. Okay, so this is all for this video, guys. And no, before doing anything, we will just make sure that our design is responsive. Okay, so for that we will add just here for the width, we'll add a media query, media screen, and a max width to what are the max width that we have already set for the other elements. The max width was 100, like this. And let's go and for our card and make the width to 50px, 50%. Okay, 30, no, we add a calc and make a 100 minus 20px divided by 2, 100%. And what are the other value? That was 720, and you make the same. Okay, but now with this and with a width of 100%. Okay, so now it will looks like this. We have a medium screen, it will be have 2 div, and we have a small screen, we'll have just 1, and a large screen, of course, we will have 3. Okay, so that was everything, guys. So please, if you have understand and you find that useful, please subscribe, leave me a like and a comment below, and subscribe in my channel. So see you in the next video. We will get into all those pages and make sure that our design will be good, and see you in the next video.